Welcome back to Theodicy Podcast with Word Justice. Yes, I'm back in the building, and I know it's definitely been a little minute. A lot has happened since I've spoke to you guys. The last thing I did discuss was blogging the whole Labor Day events that was going on for the Labor Day weekend in New York. But unfortunately, it was too much going on, to be quite honest. I hope everybody is enjoying their evening, wherever you may be heading or coming from or whatnot, or on your way to. But I definitely wanted to come in and just give you guys a few things that came across me that I found, very important just for us to be aware of and know about. So, when you do come into the building, please take the time out to please subscribe, hit the up like button and notification bell. So every time that I go live, you guys will definitely be notified. I will drop my link in the chat just in case anybody feels like they want to join in the conversation in what I'm about to tell you guys about. Um, I know you guys probably see my whole thumbnail. There goes the link in the chat. It's a lot that has been going on when it comes down to certain places, such as Illinois. The reason why I feel like I'm reporting on it is because not because it hasn't hit in my area doesn't mean it can't come to my area, your area, or somebody you may know area. Um, so I'm gonna just jump right in. This is about the bill that was passed in Illinois. I'm going to give you a rundown. It is called the Safety T Act bill that was just passed. So I'm going to just give you guys an overall rundown on what that law that was recently passed in Illinois is about. So the Pretrial Fairness Act will become law in January 1st and is part of a long-running campaign to address issues with cash bonds, which advocates say leads people who have not been convicted of charges to remain in jail because they cannot afford the bail a judge assigned them. The law is part of the Safety Act, which Governor J.B. Prickinger or Prisinker. I am horrible with pronouncing some of these people's names. Practicing, okay, I'm horrible at that. Signed in 2021, it has already been partially implemented throughout the state. Here's the key: the law does not mean judges cannot keep people in jail. The law eliminates cash bail as a standard, but a judge still can detain someone depending. Hold on 1 minute. The first lady is in the building. Hold on. Let me add her to me.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for pulling up. So I was just actually giving them a rundown on what is the Safety T Act, which the Governor J.B. Prisinker signed in 2021. He already been partially implemented throughout the state. Here's the key: the law does not mean judges cannot keep people in jail. The law eliminates cash bail as a standard, but a judge still can detain someone depending on the criminal charges or if they think a person pose a danger to the community or may flee. A post earlier this month from WFCN News, a small conservative outlet in southern Illinois, according to the WGN, wrongly claims the law will create non-detainable offenses such as an aggravated battery or driving under the influence, arson, second-degree murder, and kidnapping, citing that incorrect information. Others posted incorrect information on TikTok and other social media. generating thousands of views and comments. Some labeled the act the Purge law, acquitting it with the 2013 horror film in which all crimes, including murder, are legal for a 12-hour period. In some of the videos, users incorrectly argue people suspected of crimes will be released from jail in mass once the law goes into effect. Could you give me 1 minute? I'm gonna come right now. Give me 1 minute. First lady, can you do me a favor? Could you just jump right in for me real quick and just fill them in on who you are and whatnot? And I'm coming.
Hello? Yes, ma'am. I forgot what story. I don't even know what Bree's reading about. Okay, she was talking about. Oh, she's talking about the law. All right, y'all. I'm holding it down. I do not have uh nothing in front of me because I'm actually on my phone, so I can't even get on the computer and actually pick up where she left off. But at the end of the day, what are we discussing? Whether it's right or wrong, good, bad, or indifferent. The world is in spiritual warfare right now, and there's a lot going on. So you must do any and everything that you need to do to protect your peace, protect your space. Make sure you're keeping your children protected, especially if they move around out here in the streets alone. Especially for the young ladies, they have oh, I forgot to get the name of it. That's what I'm going to do when she come back. I'm gonna go get the name of it, but it's like it goes through ADT, if I'm not mistaken, and you press the button on your necklace, and they will call your phone. And if you don't answer your phone, then they send in an emergency and all of that and all that and all that to the location that they have from the necklace. So that's something to look into for your young ladies for sure. Um, there's another watch that
I'm
my
so
family
sorry,
is
First
also
Lady. I am
talking
definitely
about.
back.
All right. And we are now
I'm
back to
definitely
regular.
back. I'm so sorry about that, but you guys are introduced to the First Lady, and I hope you guys do go over and subscribe to the First Lady Presents Auntie's House NYC because trust and believe me, she got some good stuff that will be coming. You guys can definitely hear my baby in the background because she wants to be all up in the news mix today, as you guys know. And I appreciate you so much, the First Lady, and the information that you're giving because it's always very vital. And Teresa Wright, thank you for pulling up on me. I'm hoping you're having a grand evening and just welcome. And I hope you enjoy the commentary that I'm giving. And like I said, it doesn't have to really be happening within our states, but it could be happening in a state near you or in a state you may know somebody else in. And it definitely can affect us if we don't know certain things that we should know. So a lot of people, like I was saying before, it was a lot of stuff that was generated behind this whole Safety Act law that was passed in Illinois, which was put out on social media sites as the Purge law. What people really didn't understand was the fact that they are still going to do what it is that they need to do when it comes down to detaining people that may be committing crimes that are harmful or putting other people's lives that are in danger. A lot of people misinterpret that they spoke on basically, not allowing cash bail anymore to happen. Is just a misinterpretation of what was put out on social media sites by, certain I mean, everybody has what they assume something to be. I'm reading to my own understanding, and I'm assuming that everybody should read to their own understanding. But what they have put out is basically letting a lot of people know what has been put out on TikTok, or if you have seen it on Facebook or whatnot. Those What has been said is not valid at all. The Safety Act is really to basically assist those with non-violent crimes that may not have the money to bail out that the judge may offer them. A lot of people, for me, interpret it a different way. When I first heard about it, I kind of interpreted a different way also. I'm still not sure because I'm just reporting from the source in which I'm getting my news from. And to be honest with you, I take what I need, but I don't think that everything that's said on the news is valid all the time. But that's just my opinion. I'm not throwing them under the bus, but I still want to just keep you guys updated just for you guys to go and do your own research and read up on it. But just to give you a little bit more of understanding, um, wrongly claims the law will create non detainable offenses such as aggravated battery or driving under the influence, arson, second-degree murder, and kidnapping. Citing that incorrect information, others posted incorrect information onto TikTok and other social media, generating thousands of views and comments. Some labeled the act the Purge law, equating it with the 2013 horror film in which all crimes, including murder, are legal for 12-hour period. In some of the videos, users incorrectly argue people suspected of crimes will be released from jail in mass once the law goes into effect. The Republican candidate, Darren Bailey, who has repeatedly called Chicago a hellhole, seized on the issue, saying at a West Loop News conference that Chicago is living the purge. Bailey has an apartment in the John Hopkins Center, according to the Sun Times. Legal experts involved with the writing and implementation of the law said the false claims going viral are a scare tactic. There's no automatic extinguishing of court orders through legislation acts. Hold on, baby, said Shirley Grace, a senior. Listen, Zori likes to be and do all that she wants. Okay, Zori, would you like to talk? Would you like to talk? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to actually report everything that I want to report. But when my daughter is around, I will tell you, she wants to touch the computer. She wants to type. She wants to help me report what I'm reporting to keep awareness going with certain things. And she's just,
Let
forgive me if
baby,
you hear
let
her.
baby justice, let baby
Yes,
justice do her commentary, please.
yes, this is baby injustice because she definitely be doing me injustice, guys. I
Let
can't
baby,
see the
let
chat,
baby
but
injustice do her commentary. What you talk about? Tell Nani what you want to say. What you talking about? Tell
I'm
the
trying to tell you. I be trying to. I give her her own cell phone and all of that. It's going down. Welcome, Puerto Rican 360. Teresa, right? I can't see the chat, but I'm from Chicago and I have family still there. I now reside in Indianapolis. Thank you for catching me up. Yes, I'm gonna tell you. Like I said, when you read up on it, you can basically read it to your own understanding, and what
so you
you may
talk
feel,
about
because as you know, Chicago has the highest murder rates that's happening right now. You understand what I'm saying? So you could basically say, in my opinion, it's already genocide amongst our people. Now, the first lady, I was going to go a little bit more in depth, but I think you guys pretty much got into the gist of what um I'm pretty much telling you guys about regarding this new Safety Act law. What is your opinion so far? Do you feel like they're trying to gaslight it and trying to say that the people that are out here putting the information on TikTok and Facebook are not being truthful? Or do you feel as though they are being truthful when they say the Safety Act is not about letting out criminals and it has nothing to do about decriminalizing any type of criminal act that puts people's lives in danger? Teresa, right? My thought was the purge in effect. Right. I mean, for me too, in the very beginning, because I was hearing it from different source outlets, but then I started to do my own research and actually read up on what the Safety Act incurs, and that's not really what it says. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I can call their bluff because like I said, I don't always believe what's put out there in our local medias. First lady, please jump in and tell me what's your feelings towards this whole situation.
So I'm probably not gonna have services in and out.
First lady, you're going in and out. First lady, if you can hear me, you're going in and out. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the first lady to come back because I know she definitely has a lot of input when it comes down to what she's now getting the gist of when it comes down to the Safety Act. And yeah, Teresa, right? At first, like I was saying, and looking at it from many social media sites and hearing different people's opinions, to be quite honest with you, that's what I would have thought also. That's what it seemed like, but I went and did a little research, so I don't know. The first lady is back, so I'm gonna let her put in her opinion on what she feels about it. Welcome, first lady. Thank you for
Can
coming.
y'all hear me now?
I hear you great right now. Oh my God, you went back out. It's like you said, "Can you hear me?" and that sounded perfect, and then you literally went right back out.
Through the water gap right now. I what?
Okay,
Wow.
now I can hear you. You sound good right there. You're good now.
Okay, because that's what it sounded like. She was like, rah. Now they can't hear me again.
No, I can still hear you.
Oh, you can still hear me now? All right,
Yes,
cool.
yes, I can definitely still hear you. I can actually hear you really good right now.
All right, so Dad, what am I doing? The purge?
Yes, like what is your feelings based on what was put out originally, especially on a lot of the social media sites that was pushing that Illinois is about to go through a purge?
I'm glad. Well, that's right. I'm glad you just now telling me because I haven't really been doing the social media to where I have seen it. I haven't even seen that. So that
let
takes
me
me
give you let me give you a
directly to
little
the
a
movie.
little a little thing before you even go in, right? These are the things that were put out onto the social media platforms. You can find it YouTube, wherever it was put out there or whatnot. But if you go and do your own research as far as what that Safety Act law really stands for, it has nothing to do with decriminalization of any criminal offenses such as murder, rape, anything along those lines, robbery, DUI, DWI. It has nothing to do with that at all. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so the Purge definitely makes me think about that movie. I can't really put too much on it because I have listened to
First lady, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm gonna let you hold it down. I'm gonna be right back. So just hold it down for me. I don't want you to feel like I'm not giving you no rebuttal. So I just want to give you a heads up. I'm stepping away for
uh,
about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
okay,
I'm gonna type in a chat when I do come back in, so I don't interrupt what you're saying.
okay.
Okay.
Even though I can't even see the chat, what can I? Oh, okay. My thought was the Purge in effect. Okay, yeah, me too. Me too. Um, I was definitely thinking that too when I heard the about the Purge, which is definitely something that I don't know. I just feel like this is entertainment purposes only because my opinion. I just feel like that's so all along the lines of what they allow and what's cool and what's good for them and all things that would not be good for us for sure. Like the propaganda on the media to me that's already a whole nother situation that they definitely not giving you the whole truth to work off of, because it's probably no truth to it. Like so, and like I said, I can't have but so much feedback, because this is my first hearing of it, and riding in the car with the service going in and out, I couldn't really hear everything that she was reading. But all I will say is, even with according to the movie, anything such as Purge or have anything to do with the Purge is it's crazy. Like that's crazy. Like that shouldn't even be an option. It really shouldn't be an option here. Shouldn't be an option where we live. It shouldn't be something that we should be worried about with our children. Like, shouldn't nobody be given? Approaching a railroad crossing. If that's the case, the situation's crazy. It makes me want to say a whole lot of other things, but at the end of the day, they have a problem with us being the sovereign beings of the land of which whom we are, in which we roam, and didn't need none of your fake maritime laws or none of this stuff in the first place. But now you want to have it to where, what is it, like 24 hours or something? You could, I don't know. I'm not with it, to be honest with you. I definitely don't think that that's a good idea. I don't think it's legal. I don't think it's, I mean, like I said, legal, but I don't think it should be done. I'm really not sure if they're saying, and how come, oh, Chicago. I don't know. I gotta look this up and really look into it and see what's really going on with that. But anyway, as I was stating, with the world and the state that it's in, for it to be such like spiritual warfare and all the things that are really going on, something like that should not even be circling on the internet. That shouldn't be nothing to be thought about at all. It's like the green light to do whatever. But then you have the powers that be that already do whatever, whenever, and however. One girl, this one. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm pulling up in the stove. Pulling up to the stove. All right. Anyhow, let's keep it going. I gotta put y'all on my headphones though, so I can go into the store. Hold on 1 second. Let me get situated, because I need to make sure y'all can hear me. All right. Oh no. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, you're good. You sound fine.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you back? All right. They can hear me now. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I have to put my headphones on. I gotta step out the car for a minute. Oh, take my key out of there. Hold on. I'm
So I know
sorry,
the
guys.
first lady's wait. The first lady is about to share some information with you guys. So catch me up. Where did we leave off?
Um, I was basically just trying to. I was just telling them I couldn't give up too much information. Actually, on the purge, because this is my first hearing of it with you. Like I ain't even know that that's what was going on out here. I didn't even know what was going on. So I didn't really have but so much input, except saying that the purge itself is, well, you already know that's about to take me into the government. That's about
Oh
to
my
take me
God,
to
I'm
the.
so sorry. That's my cell phone just pinging off. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, okay. That takes me to the government and everything else as far
And
as
yeah,
so.
and that's why I was like, tell me where you left off at, because if you went there, I like I said, reading it and getting the information, from different sources, but then really trying to understand what that law really stands for. I
Right.
got a different understanding, but it all falls under whatever the government's next step is. I just don't know. I think I don't know. I'm like in between, to be honest, when it comes down to um what I'm reading and what is being actually put out there. But
Right.
like I said, you are so right, because it had to been, the government has their hands in so much that I don't think a lot of us may be aware of. And I do
Right.
believe like the movies do tell us what
Hmm.
may be really about to be the next step, but we just don't pay attention. And I'm gonna leave
Right.
you right there and let you speak the
And
rest
you
of the.
already know that with the Purge, like if that's real, like that's crazy. That's basically just giving the green light for any and everybody to do whatever for 24 hours or something of that nature. Like that's crazy. But then yet and still somebody else could hold the key to what's right and wrong or who's right and wrong. Like
So Issa,
that.
right, thank you for pulling up, and you enjoy your evening too. And I hope to see you again. And I hope that you subscribe and hit the up like button. I feel the same way. Duty does call, and I'm trying to multitask, and I'm so sorry for real. But
So
yes,
yes,
first lady,
Teresa,
continue.
thank you for coming. Have a great night. Thank you for coming and definitely please do come again. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's what I tell her too. At the end of the day, it's real life and people appreciate it and associate real life, you know, and opposed to not being real, you know. Things happen. Babies wake up and they want to eat and they want this and they want that. And they gotta get what they gotta get, or you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. So we'll let baby injustice just keep jumping in when she feel like it.
You understand, and that's why I'm like, okay, she's gonna just jump in when she wants. I'm just gonna have to get through it and deal with it. And yeah, she is what I consider to be the co-host, because when she gets ready to start the screaming and getting loud, she get busy. All in my face too.
Exactly.
She be giving it to me crazy, but that's what it's about. When reality calls. And the sad part about it is a lot of us don't really live in reality the way we need to live in reality. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with everything that's occurring in the world right before our eyes, we still
Hmm.
can't seem to gain the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I really like that duty calls, because it does call in every aspect of the way, but you still definitely take that time out, whether it's 5 or 10 minutes, to get right with
Right.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? To get whatever information and gather it and say, I'm gonna come back to it. Here goes injustice again. Y'all hear injustice? Yeah, first lady.
Yes, I hear you, girl. What you saying?
I'm gonna tell you the
All
truth.
right.
I never met a baby like my baby that she wants to kiss me right now, and she wants to kiss me all in my face, so she don't want me to look at the computer. It's crazy right now,
No?
first lady. I'm trying
Yeah.
to tell you. This don't make no sense. Do you not want the people to know about what's important, girl? We have to talk about what's important. You cannot be doing this. First lady, I'm stepping away again. Please bear
Okay.
with me. I'm going to try my best to really stay put as much as I can through this live. But guys, please bear with me, because as y'all know, I'm word justice and this is word injustice, and she ain't giving me no justice right now.
That's baby injustice. Not too much on her. Not too much on her. That's all right. She says she ain't with it. She don't like the purge. She don't really like mommy and Nani messing around on these phones and stuff because she got things that she wants to do. So anyway, we just gonna let her take the ride with us. So we gonna listen to her when she ready to talk, and we just gonna keep it pushing. But Yes, there's so much going on with the world right now that we really have to start paying attention, people. The movies tell you everything. All the movies. That's why as soon as somebody say that word, the first thing I think about is the movie. And now with a lot of things going on, I'll tell you there's so many different things that's going on in the movies that's supposed to be entertainment, but it's in the movies for a reason. Because understanding the rituals, if you know certain things, they have to be told to you, and they must be told to you. So they will be telling you what's going on. So you must pay attention. Matrix. Oh, let me get Tammy some milk. Sorry, y'all. I'm thinking and I'm talking at the same time because I do not want to be in this store too long. I want to get in and get out. So we're gonna run over here and grab something. I forgot to check and see which one of these oat milks was recalled. Oh, it's so much going on with the food and everything else, y'all. Like for real, for real. Unsweet. I'm gonna do that one. Oh shoot, sorry. I'm about to put my stuff in the man's cart, y'all. Okay. And yeah, when it comes to the food, the government, the food and everything, there's so much going on that we gotta be careful with the way we eating. And everything that we eat, and there's none. I guess get him some. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. And by me being on the phone, I can't see the chat. I don't think. I did see have a wonderful evening, Domingo. Is there anybody else in? Oh, Puerto Rican is in here. I didn't even see that. Or maybe she wasn't. I mean, she was, but maybe. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's the raspberry. Yeah, look at that one. $1, but for 250. Maybe can we take that one out? Maybe we good for them. So anyhow, y'all, make sure I need y'all to tune into Word Justice. I'm so mad that I don't really know about this subject, so I can't even really say much. And I know she's running around, so I don't really want to take it to show. I know she's gonna come back and talk to y'all about. I know she's going to talk about this little girl in Brooklyn, because that's one thing I do not know. I do not know how old she actually was. Okay, I was getting something for Tanis actually. Um, he like that. Those are the blueberries, right? He like the other one. I'm sorry, y'all. Damn, prices in the store is bugging me out too. Like how everything went from $2 to $4 is crazy. Word. I was looking for something sweet, he said, but anyhow. So the girl thing, I don't know. I forgot. Y'all are from everywhere. This live is crazy because I'm all over the place trying to grab some stuff and get back out this store. And
I'm so sorry. Thank
it's
you, First
okay.
Lady.
I just started. I was just getting ready to go to Brooklyn to the girl in Brooklyn because I didn't know where else to go. with this. Puerto Rican came in here. I didn't even know she's in here. I was trying to see because I was asking people if they could hear me, but y'all can hear me on my ear, but I can't see the
They can
chat.
hear
I don't.
you, but currently we have nobody in the room.
Oh, okay, okay,
So we're chilling. We vibing. It's a vibe. You
okay,
already know.
okay. You know
So
how we
it'll be
do it.
people probably in the bushes, but they're not in the chat.
Okay.
But
Um.
yeah, continue what you were saying.
Oh no, I just was getting ready to take it to probably the girl in Brooklyn, but let you finish the purge thing if that's what you
Well, continuing
you
on
ain't
with
gonna
that
eat this.
part of it, legal experts also debunked a misleading infographic and speech often referenced in the clips from the suburban Orlando Park mayor that lists aggravated battery, kidnapping, and arson among a number of non-detainable offenses. While it is true that the law includes a list of offenses under which judges can no longer detain a person pre-trial because they pose a safety threat, people charged with offenses, the videos labeled as non-detainable, as well as any class 3 felony and above can be held for other reasons, including because they are a flight risk. Um, a flight risk is a borderly defined as anyone who is planning to evade prosecution by concealment. She also said that almost any offense committed with a gun will likely have a separate gun possession charge, which is detainable. There are several pathways to when someone who is accused of a charge and presumed innocent can be denied release are taken one pathway and they're acting like it's the only pathway. Well, so basically they will be things that you still will
Hmm?
criminal acts in which you choose to get that Wi-Fi sign that pops up. That's I think somebody's trying to flag. Yeah, definitely think somebody's trying to flag in the bushes.
What
But
happened?
this is coming from, I said, it's a Wi-Fi sign that came up, and so when that Wi-Fi sign pops up, that's letting you know that somebody in the bushes is trying to flag while you're still live. So I don't know who that is, but I'm going to say like this. What I'm reporting on is currently in the news. You can actually go to any news outlet, CNN, NBC, ABC. You can also go into Google yourself and put in Illinois Safety Act, and you can read up the information yourself. Like I said, multiple people are having their opinion on what they have seen or what they have read regarding the Safety Act. I am just putting the news out there. Um, Anybody is welcome to their opinion. I am also welcome to my opinion. I am not stating what I am putting out there currently right now is facts just because of the sources that they are coming from. So I just wanted to put that out there for anybody that's feeling the need to want to flag me. Okay? Anyhow,
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to jump into one more thing regarding another law that was passed in Ohio. It's dealing with voting. So just be aware. Now they're calling the Ohio Purge law, and that's like I said, the Supreme Court decides to uphold controversial Ohio voter purge law. So that's actually been happening right now when it comes down to this whole voting situation that's been going on in Ohio. They haven't really gave too much insight on why they are trying to basically do this whole voters purge act or whatnot. So I'm going to continue to just wait around for more information because I like to do more research before I actually indulge in giving you guys that type of information. But I definitely wanted you guys to know that this situation regarding voting within Ohio is going on, where the people of Ohio feels like the Supreme Court is passing a law that is basically taking away from their rights of voting. And I need to go more in depth and find out more information. So I'm not going to really dive too deep into that per se, but I am going to go into a very, very sad story that happened. Um, a woman, three children. Um, the three kids end up dead by the hands of the mother. And like I said, it's a very, very sad and devastating story. It happened in New York, Coney Island, Brooklyn. This mother seemed to be going through, in my opinion, probably some form of mental illness. They did state that one of her child's father did see that she had some type of issues going on, maybe suffering with God forgive me, PSTD. I hope I'm saying it right. Or P. No, listen, post stratic, post post stress stratic. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying. Post stress traumatic disorder, right? So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, she was suffering with that from what her child's father was saying. And what took place was she was impaired when she was found soaking wet with no shoes, and she was asking for her children. But upon the police even realizing that she had something to do with actually the murder of her three children by drowning them, um, in the beach. It was something that was very
What?
hurtful. Yes,
Oh,
First Lady, go right ahead.
oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, no, no,
I
you're
thought
good. You
I
can
thought
jump
I
in
was I
anytime you
thought
want.
that was knocked off. I couldn't. Pay $13.
No, you can jump in anytime you want. You wasn't knocked off. You still here. But for me, I honestly feel like you can tell because I seen a photo of the woman, and you could tell she was going through a lot. The ages of the children were 7, 5, and 3 months. Um, just having a baby 3 months ago, that's post, you don't know, she could be dealing with postpartum, especially having kids under the age, not being able to have the assistance that she may need. I really don't have too much details on the family members except for the sister, who was the one who made the call, stating that she was in fear of her sister doing something to her nieces and her nephew. Um, like I said, it was a devastating story just to hear, because you question, could this have been prevented? And so, the First Lady, with you knowing this situation and what took place, do you feel that this could have been prevented in any way from these innocent three children losing their lives?
I mean, being an OG, I'ma always feel like, especially since they be going so hard about people's children, I'm definitely gonna feel like it could have been prevented for the simple fact that I just feel like somebody. Well, now they saying that the one of the kids' fathers was he wanted custody of his child and said that he thinks that they should look for placement for the other two. Like that is definitely enough to raise a flag for somebody to say something, to do something, to look into something. Like I just can't see how they allowed it to just keep going till these babies are dead. Like it's. I mean, mental health is something that I think we don't look at in the neighborhood, but I still think that if we wasn't trying so hard to deny it, that it can be dealt with a lot more and a little bit easier because people are trying to deny it. And being that they're trying to deny it, that's why it's not being seen. Just this one.
And I agree with you. And that's what I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, mental illness is running rampant, and it's different forms of mental illness also. But I do feel as a people, we really need to get equipped in what's going on with our mental health, what's going on with our internal health, dealing with our bodies, what we're choosing to even put into our bodies that can cause these different forms of mental health, believe it or not. Um, but for me personally, just understanding that people like her child's father was able to see certain things, and that's why he felt the need to try and go and fight for custody of his son, and then going through having an ACS case and probably living in low income housing, um and having no assistance when you need assistance. I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm speaking from just having a baby, like myself, just having a baby, and not for nothing,
Mm-hmm.
you sometimes become overwhelmed, and it does become a lot. And if you do not know, or you don't have people that you can call and speak to, or you don't have a person that you could say, can you just do me a favor and just hold on to her for a minute because I need a moment to get my thoughts together. These
Mm-hmm.
are the outcomes. These are the outcomes. Innocent children losing their lives because a lot of mothers right now, especially single mothers, may not feel they have any outlet. Her for me, her intentions may not have been to kill her children, but whatever she was going through at that moment was like so over more and more powerful, and took over what her love was and what her feelings was for her children. And for me, that's something real deep. But like you said, we don't really look into things like this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even for
Right.
ourselves.
Right. Even
Even
for the
for
workers,
ourselves.
like
Hmm. But just
like
look
for
at
them.
just look at the amount of killings. Just look at the amount of killings that have been going on. You understand? From babies dying to young adults dying to the elderly dying by the young. Just like look at the world and what the world has really come to. I mean, to where shit is hitting close to home. When you walking
Right.
outside and you swiveling your head 360 because you don't know if that may be the day you walk out and may not make it back. Just because you said something to somebody, just because you may have looked at somebody a certain way, or maybe you ain't even say nothing or looked at nobody. Maybe that person was just having a bad day,
Right.
because that's what it really has come to. And this is why I honestly feel sometimes you don't even got to know a person. But if you are a person that can feel energy and you can see you can actually see and feel somebody's energy being off before you take on a negative energy with that person, ask them, are you okay? Are you going through something? Because sometimes people just need somebody to just see them. And when
Ask
you're
them. Right.
going through mental illness, you're feeling like you're not being seen. So by all means necessary, you're doing stuff to be seen. And it just takes that one thing. And First Lady, we get deep into conversation because, like I said, it's been so much that continues to plague us, and death is one of those things.
Of
And
course.
babies that's 3 years old, 3 months old, 7 years old, 7 months old, it don't matter. Babies should not be dying because they didn't ask to come in this world, and they should not have
Exactly.
to die in such a ruthless manner. So, for me, I like I said, reading the whole thing, it was heart wrenching because you could just imagine you're drowning. Just think about yourself for a moment. You don't know how to
Hmm.
swim, and you're dumped in a body of water that's so deep and you don't know how to swim. So now you're fighting just to try to save yourself from drowning. So now that's a struggle. To know that those babies struggled because that 7 year old definitely did struggle. The 5 year old and the 3 month old, I don't think stood a chance. But just the thought of children struggling for their lives because one person couldn't have looked at this woman and said, hold on, miss, let me help you.
Mm.
Let me tell you somewhere you could go and you could take the kids and they could play and you could get a moment to think about stuff for yourself. Get your thoughts together and come back and get nothing. It's just, I feel like it's sad. And it even comes down to the smallest things as when we think about community centers. Do you think if it was a community center that was available, that those kids would be dead? And those are just the little things we could think about. Because perhaps if it was a community center in her area and she was feeling the way she was feeling, she could have probably said, you know what, I'm going to take my kids and drop them off at this center. And even if I don't make it back because I'm choosing to take my own life, it would have never
Right.
been those innocent babies gone right now.
Exactly. That's
It's
exactly how I
craziness.
feel.
It's craziness. But even just over the whole time, and let's be real, New York, especially Brooklyn, has been on fire. It's been so many murders. I'm not listen. It was literally 4 murders on September 7th. Blew my top off, and I'm talking about young people. And that's another thing. We think that young people are just running around here acting crazy and doing crazy shit just to be doing crazy shit. Listen, my people, it's a reason to behind everything that these young people are doing. And whether you guys want to recognize it or you don't, the shit will continue to plague if we're not willing to dig deeper and look deeper into what's really happening. Because, like, the
Hmm.
young people are really running rampant with this killing, like killing, robbery, all of that. It's at a heighten. But I do think that our young people, they are hurting. They really don't understand themselves. They're trying to fight every day to probably figure out who they are. This is why they're going into shit, going into gangs to try to fit in and all of that. Because guess
Hmm.
what? They're just trying to figure out who they are.
Hmm. And they need love. That's what they want. They need some love.
Yeah, they need love, and they need the love, and they need the outlet. They need the outlet to be able to have a place to go, to be able to release that negative
Those
energy that may be plaguing them at certain times. Some of them probably don't want to go home because their homes are not the
our
best of
homes are no
environment.
good. Right. Right.
It's real, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think, a lot of people are really paying attention to what is really going on. And if we continue down this way, like I said before, I feel like we are committing genocide on our own. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that real. And it's definitely devastating. It's definitely hurtful. And I just want to take a moment and I want to thank everybody who came into the building. Puerto Rican 360, Teresa Wright. I have the First Lady presents Auntie's House in the building. Stay tuned for her content. Please subscribe, hit the up like button, notification bell. Even if you may not enjoy the content, you know my motto: tell a friend to tell a friend. But yeah, First Lady, it's just so much that's really plaguing our whole world, and that's how
A
I
whole
feel.
community.
And it's
Yeah.
not enough being spoke. It's not enough people speaking about it, because I feel like when I turn on social media, I could see a lot of people shaking their ass. I could see grown ass people cursing each other out back and forth,
Mhm.
doxing this one, doing that. But you don't hear nothing that's going to further our ability to get up out of this rut that we've been in, to really understand, not understand, forgive that word, to really understand who we are and
Right.
where we are supposed to be and why we deserve to be where we're supposed to be. And so it's just like, you know, I'm gonna continue talking, and I'm always appreciative. And I just want to let the people know I'm appreciative, even if I have one person, to if I have nobody in my room. I'm appreciative when I have people hit my panel, such as the First Lady Presents Auntie's House, such as Puerto Rican 360. Welcome, King Tube TV. Welcome, welcome. I'm always appreciative. I'm always appreciative to those who come
Most
in and type
definitely.
into the chat, because I know that it doesn't have to be a large amount to make a difference. And that's where I think a lot of us get lost. We feel like it takes a
Mhm.
large amount of people to make a difference. It just starts with us. You know what I'm saying? It just starts with us. But like I said, it was very devastating. And Puerto Rican 360. Uh, Puerto Rican 360. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you that they were going to charge that girl with murder? Well, girl, they charged the girl with murder. Didn't I tell you that? Because, and even with that, yes, she committed a crime, but I do feel it's an underlining situation to why that took place. Okay, no problem. I do feel like it's an underlining reason to why those kids ended up in that situation, and they were not supposed to ever be in that situation because they were innocent lives. But they put her in a psychiatric facility, and like I felt, yeah, because they already know she does not acquire maybe the money to have private services, or if she does happen to get a legal aid lawyer. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the legal aid, the judge, the district attorney, and the DA, they all work together. So they definitely, if you do get a good one that's working for you, well, damn, you got lucky. But for the most part, if you can't afford a paid lawyer and you got to deal with a legal attorney, a legal aid attorney, a lot rides on that. And so, like I felt, and Puerto Rican 360, I knew they was gonna do it to her. I knew they was going to charge her with murder. And this woman is probably really going through psychiatric issues. This woman is going through, as we could tell by her picture, mental distress, which also, from what her child's father says, she suffered from some form of post-traumatic stress disorder. Cane Tube TV. Yes, I'm in transit, but had to stop in. Thank you so much, Cane Tube TV. I always appreciate it. We are truly, truly dealing with random acts of chaos. Yes, we are truly dealing with random acts of chaos. And it's we're doing it to each other, though. We're literally doing it to each other. And like I said, you really understand what's happening when it hits like real close to home, and you're like, damn, like life is like very short. You have to live every day like if it's your last, and do whatever your heart desire, because like I said, you just never know. We all have a born date, as we all know. That expiration date, we really don't know. You never know how you're gonna definitely go out, or what day is gonna be. But the random acts of violence is ridiculous. Innocent lives being taken at high numbers. And like I said, I come on and I report certain things because I just think my people need to be aware of certain things. Some of the things I report on, I do have my own opinion about. Um, I don't, like I say, for me, I read to my understanding, and I definitely take what I need, and what I don't need, I throw to the side. And I'm a person that picks sense out of nonsense. DA, judge, and lawyer are all part of the three card Monty Pyramid scheme. Uh, okay. Dialect that deal in Martian time. Okay. So I understand what you say. The martial law, which is the martial time law. I mean,
Maritime.
huh?
The maritime law.
The marital. Okay, I'm looking at it like it says Okay, the marital law. That's all. That's basically like the martial law in a sense, so that you know they're trying to move into.
Or maritime law is over the law of the seas. That ain't even supposed to govern us. That's water. That's over the water. That's the laws and all of these penal codes. What they got us all caught up under now, which is all a bunch of nonsense,
Right.
basically.
Right.
Um, I mean, I have put up some receipts on that, today or yesterday. Is this USDA?
The
Oh my goodness.
Hegelian. The
Yeah,
Mars.
we know the DA, three card money pyramid scheme.
Look that up,
That's
please.
it.
Okay. I'm gonna look that up. I definitely do because I gotta get more into that. The Marata Admiralto.
Maritime.
A map. You know, my words are gonna be different
It's
because
all right.
some of these words tongue tie me.
Unity.
And I be trying to say the words and I be tongue tied, trying to say it right, and it does not come out right until I say it like 10 times.
It's okay.
But I'm gonna definitely dig deeper on that because I mean, even with that, that's something that I'm not too familiar with. And so definitely gonna do my research on. But you know, like a lot of people feels like martial law is set to take its place. And I already think that martial law has already taken its place because I feel like so much that's in front of our face shows that. Um, and as far as the purging goes, I feel like we already started the purge. I don't think that and this is just my opinion. I'm not saying it's a fact. So I'm just going to put it out there. It's just an opinion. I'm not saying it's a fact. But in my opinion, I do feel like we already started the purge. I mean, I know people are all like out of whack with the Safety Act law. But like I said, if you read more into it, then you know you may have your understanding to what you may feel it's about because everybody reads to their own understanding. But I feel like we're already into the into this whole purging situation and it's been happening. So,
Right, that part.
but yeah, I want everybody to please take the time out to please like, subscribe, hit the up like button, notification bell, and please forgive me because like literally I get tongue tied. So a lot of words, y'all, I be reading and I be getting tongue tied. So forgive me. But Paying Tube TV, that's something I'm definitely about to really go into and do my research on. For the most part, it's just like you said, random acts of chaos, and it's a reason behind all of it. Ever since them foreign bastards stepped foot in America, we're we've been under Martin. Okay, all right. So okay, PainTube TV. You have to help me. You have to help me there, right? When you say foreign, who do you consider to be foreign? Like who do you say are foreigners? Like who are the foreigners? I'm gonna wait for him to type in the chat because once he explains, then I'll go a little bit in depth because I gotta have an understanding. But I'm gonna wait for you, KaneTube TV, to type in, and then I'll see what you're saying when it comes down to that part. But I'm definitely gonna look because now I'm more intrigued. So I mean, as soon as I get off. So let's say this for me, guys. Martin. Okay, wait.
Maritime.
Marathon, the marathon law. The
Yeah.
marathon law. All right, guys. I'm just repeating it because my tongue gets tired, so I'll be having to say it right. Okay, great. This so-called purge isn't nothing but population control. The Safety Act isn't nothing but free invitation to come get arrested. Population control. Okay. But the question, okay, so but the statement was ever since the foreign bastards stepped foot in America. Well, that's what came to TV. Could you just give me a little bit more insight on that part? Because for me, and I'm gonna wait while you give me insight. But for me, I would interpret that a different way, right? And so for me, reading it, that's why sometimes when you read things, it kind of like that's why I need you to think me again. But reading it, like for instance, foreigners, like my background, I'm is considered foreigners, right? They're not from here. They're not born, like my mom is not born here, my grandmother, like they're not born here. They are considered foreigners that come from where they're coming from to this land. So I'm trying to understand in what perspective and based on the way I'm reading it. Am I saying that right? First lady, are you still in the building? Well, Kane 2 TV, I'll wait for you. I know you're still in the building because you know sometimes your niece be needing some more um elaboration on certain things because sometimes I read things and I may read it to a different understanding. Which part? The foreign bastards ever since 1555, them foreign European bastards stepped foot here. Okay, so that's what I'm saying because I'm reading it and I'm trying to understand what foreigners. So I appreciate because like I like to read with understanding. So that's why I was like, oh, please explain so I can have a better understanding of what you're saying. So Tube TV is basically letting you know in which part the foreign. I'm gonna use not use the full word, but I'm gonna use the B word just because of course YouTube will try to get me for I'm guessing just this word that I just said because this thing keeps popping up. I'm listen, this is just an open conversation. I wish people would try their best to if you don't like my content, don't come into my room or don't stay in my bushes or whatnot. I mean, because unless it's YouTube, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it out there. But the content that I'm speaking on, like I'm saying, a lot of my stuff is coming from the news outlet, which can be looked up, and everything else on this panel discussion wise is based on what our opinion is, which I feel that we're entitled to speak on our opinion and I know I have to stay away from certain words. So like certain words, guys, you'll notice that I'm gonna change it up just a little bit because I noticed that this thing keeps popping up on me, and I'm hoping that they don't flag me down. But if they do, then you guys know what happened. Kane, welcome, Ultimate Kane Man.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Grand
All right.
Peace, how are you doing? And yes, I was reading the whole thing, so forgive me. You already guys know I get tongue tied because you guys know me personally. So I was just putting it out there. So I'm happy you hit the panel so you can give more clarity on what you feel as far as this whole situation goes with the Illinois purge and etc. And even with the very random acts of chaos like you've spoken about in the chat.
Yes. Well, all right. Well, I'm here. So I just come to add a few tidbits to the pot. Now, first things first. Now you said something about foreign because you was a little misled about what I meant by foreign. Foreign meaning those European invaders that came here to the country in 1555 and destroyed America and brought other people here to be slaves and shit like that. That's what I'm talking about as far as foreign invaders. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody that's from like the West Indies and stuff, they have to know and understand that y'all part of America too because it's American territories.
Right. So because of the
Those are
background.
connected to no real mainland. So America claimed those mainlands because it's on the Western Hemisphere. It's on this side of the world. If
So
Jamaica was in Africa, then Africa would be claiming Jamaica or something like that, or one of those colonies or entities.
could I interrupt you there? I'm happy you came up to explain it like that because, as you know, right? Um, we call, like, if somebody says to us like, where did you come from, you'll be like, depending on if that person is culture along the same lines as your culture, the saying is like, oh, I come from foreign, right? And
Mm.
you know, some people will be like, oh, so you're a foreigner. So that's why I was like, okay, let me get the clarity because a lot of people in which our terminology and how we receive it is totally, you understand what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah,
got Jamaican descent. And so, when they say, oh, yeah, I go out foreign. And it's like,
right.
oh, yeah. Or a person be like, oh, you're a foreigner. And if you hit Jamaica and you're American, that's what they'll call you. They'll be like, oh, you're a foreigner because you're not from here. That's why
Yeah,
I
see,
was asking that. So I thanks for the clarity.
absolutely. And that's just one of the biggest misconceptions of our people and shit. Everybody want to be something other than what they supposed to be, and that's a human being. Everybody trying to be this, be that, be this, be that. Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, what really matters is, are you a good human being or not? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what really matters. So no matter where you really come from on the planet Earth, because we all human. We all part of the human family. Doesn't matter if you come from China, no matter if you come from Guyana, Trinidad, Europe, Australia, Antarctica, you know what I'm saying? Atlantis, it don't matter. We all human beings. At the end of the day, what matters is good orderly deeds. Like I always say, good orderly deeds. We got to be good to one another, good to the planet Earth. If we raise the conscious level and the love level of the planet Earth, we could change the polarity of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you said something as far as the purge, right? You was talking about the purge. I said in the chat that that's nothing but an open invitation for people to come get arrested. Reason why I said that because you got all these so-called crimes that will be non-detainable. But did anyone read the fine print? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to go to jail for the crimes that was committed because you still have to go to trial. You still have to go through due process. And, so that's just nothing but an open invitation for people to come get arrested. And that's just another form of population control. Because, I don't know if anybody's privy to, like World Economic Forum and UN and all that type of business. But they talking about they want at least 2 billion people gone off the planet Earth before January 2023 come in. So maybe that Safety Act does tie into, the 1/3 of the population getting wiped off the planet Earth.
Okay, guys. I don't know what's going on because I was talking and then my mic was, muted. So listen, I totally agree with what you're saying because the information that you're giving right now is, things that people may have really thought about that are like-minded, and it's things that people should be thinking about when it comes down to just like this whole situation. And I do feel exactly the same way when I feel like it's already, like I said before, it's already been taking place. The first lady, what is your thoughts? Now, the first lady, I can't hear you right now. I don't know what's happening, but I definitely can't hear you right now. I'm gonna wait for the first lady to pop back in when she can. But yes, Ultimate K-Man.
Yeah.
Along with the random acts of chaos and everything, is just like, yeah.
So you have to understand all that takes place. You have to be mindful and understand, everybody, that we have 7.5 billion people right now walking the planet Earth. Now, I don't know if y'all remember when Bill Gates was at that summit when he was talking about trying to reduce that population. Well, that's what's going on now, and you need all types of avenues. 6 million ways to die. So you have to have all types of avenues to kickstart that energy. Because that's all it is a demonic energy that's, trying to rear its ugly head to its fullest capacity. It's not at its full strength yet. But the more and more we feed it with ignorance, random acts of chaos, killing each other, not loving each other, then that entity, that spirit, that unforeseen spirit that no one can see but definitely can feel, will definitely be able to show and manifest itself at high time on the planet Earth.
And I definitely feel that it is being seen right now. I'm still waiting to hear from the first lady. I would like to welcome Judith Turnbull. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the content. I'm happy you stopped on in. And if you do enjoy the content, please take the time out to please subscribe, hit the up like button and notification bell. So every time that I go live, you will be notified. This is the Odyssey Podcast. I am Word Justice. I do news over here at the Odyssey Podcast, where I discuss things that are happening around the world that we may need to be aware of. I don't discuss everything. I discuss the things that I do feel that our people should know about and should be talking about. So this is what you will be receiving over here at the Odyssey Podcast. Like I said, I hope you do enjoy the content and always feel free to type in the chat your opinion, and you're also free to hit the link. I always drop my link because I always welcome different perspectives. I think different perspectives builds great minds, and I always like to feed the mind because I love food for thought. Um, I already subscribed. Thank you so much, Judith. I appreciate it. And Judith, let me tell you, I also have the Odyssey Podcast 2.0. Now, the Odyssey Podcast 2.0 is more of a kickback, laid back. I discuss a lot of celebrity gossip and certain things that's going on in reality TV. So if you enjoy those type of topics, then I do discuss those things over there on the Odyssey Podcast 2.0. I also will be doing a little bit of vlogging over there, so stay tuned for that. I also have the First Lady Presents Auntie's House NYC. Please go check her out and please go subscribe because I'm telling you, if you like my content, you're gonna really enjoy her content. Thank you. I am enjoying your content. It's very informative. I appreciate that you are enjoying my content, Judith, and you are welcome anytime. Thank you so much. Yes, Ultimate K-Man. I wanted you to finish up because I know you have different things that I know you want to put out there. And the first lady, I can't find the mic. First lady, the mic should literally be, but first lady, you're unmuted. You're not muted. I just can't hear you. Okay, so I'm going to mute you and unmute you and see. And type in the chat and then, okay, you see you got the mic. You got the mic right there. The whole time though, First Lady, I couldn't hear, so I don't know if you were trying to speak, but your mic wasn't coming through, so I couldn't hear you. Now, the Ultimate K-Man, you were speaking on the random acts of chaos that's been taking place. Judith, I don't know where you're from, but I'm sure we are all dealing with a heighten of violence because it's happening all over the world. So I definitely wanted to just give you a briefing. I'm not sure if you are aware of the Illinois Safe Law Act that was just passed, along with the Ohio voters purge going on over there, which I will do my research on and get more information on. So I definitely don't want to dive too deep because I just want to do more research. But I did come across and just wanted to let you guys know, if you want to do your own research, please feel free to go and do your own research and read up on these things because it's always best to read things yourself so you get your own understanding. Ultimate K-Man. Um, Overall, I just have a question for all of you. In 2022, how do you feel about our longevity as far as continuing being able to try to build a better community. Okay, so I'm not sure because I know Ultimate K Man, guys. So I'll be popping in and out. I know the first lady is on the road. She is actually, oh, you're in Florida. Oh, I wish I was in Florida. Florida, Florida, Florida. The first lady was just in Florida. And with me saying that, I want to give her a special happy birthday shout out. Her birthday just passed, so I want to give the first lady a happy birthday shout out. Always wishing her many, many more to come and many more fun trips to go to. And she was just in Florida enjoying her B day. Yes, the water was beautiful, everything, toes done, head done, everything. So yes, a special happy birthday. And I can't wait. I was in Miami, Florida, and let me tell you something, Judith. I was down there pregnant. So when I do come back, I need to not be pregnant because I just enjoy just the feeling of the water and the palm trees, just the beauty of it all. Um, but even in Florida, I've been reading some stuff that I've come across in Florida as far as, Tampa has been having a lot of killings, even in the Orlando area, um, Little Haiti. Yeah, it's been a lot of things that's been happening in Florida, and this is why I feel like we all have to just keep our heads on a swivel and remain as safe as we possibly can, especially our women, please. It's a lot of raping going on. It's a lot of trafficking happening, child trafficking, dealing with young women to children. All of that is happening right now. So that is something we definitely, definitely have to be aware of. Ultimate K Man, I appreciate you for pulling up on me and always giving insight. And I always enjoy when you come into the chat. And I know you're also on the road, so I know you'll be in and out, and that's fine. But yeah, Judith, it's a lot that has also been happening in Florida. And I just like, please, reach out to family members, always keep watching around you, gas stations, stepping out your door, going to the bus stop. I'm about to name a line of stuff because that's how on point you have to be. And if a bad energy, how can I say this? If negative energies come your way, please take my stupid advice. Learn how to use your energy to block it off. Use your strength and your positive energy to block it off. I mean, people are dying right now just based off of words. You know what I'm saying? A person could say something to you, and because you gave a reply, they feel like now they have to end your life. They feel like your life is no longer worth it. Okay? Or simple as you're probably just going to the store and somebody had a bad day and you looked at them a certain way and they're ready to just go off. It's just so much, like I was saying before, demonic energies that do plague the world. But if you have any control of keeping negative energy away from you, then do so. Okay? Because trust and believe me, it's like it don't serve you to try to even combat negative with negative. I live in Jacksonville. I don't live anywhere near those cities. I have heard about it. Uh, yeah, it's been a lot of things that I've came across. Um, and for me, danger can await anywhere, but it doesn't mean that we don't have to be, get prepared, because we never know what can happen at any point in time. Like I've my like listen, I can't even go deep into this whole situation, but um a situation occurred that really was close to home, and it was very sad because it affected a person that's very near and dear to my heart. And it was so senseless. It was so senseless. Like I can't, like it was so senseless that in my mind I'm like, this world we live in, you just don't know what to make out of it. I really feel it for the younger people. And Judith, if you were not here, it was a situation that took place in Coney Island with a mother of three kids, and she drowned her three kids and they were ranging from the ages of 7, 5, and 3. And that was the most heartbreaking thing. But for me, understanding and going through the story, she had to been going through a lot. She probably was going through postpartum. She also probably suffered with mental illness. Like I stated before, her child's father did mention that she had post traumatic stress disorder going on. So I feel like she dealt with probably so much on her plate and didn't have an outlet. So before you actually came in, we also spoke on that situation that took place not too long ago, actually a couple of days ago. And it was just heartbreaking and very sad. Ultimate came in, you are back.
Yes, I'm back. I had technical difficulties with the audio, but I'm back now.
Okay, that's fine. I was like, that's all good. I was like, I know Ultimate came in, will definitely join me back in a building. But yeah, from this point on, we can just talk about any and everything. I'm not sure if you guys have anything that you would like to put me up to date on that I have not came across yet. It's an open panel. Let's get it. First Lady, Ultimate came in.
Yeah, I'm here. Let's talk about that arsenic found in the public drinking water here in New York, in the project drinking water.
Yes. Yes. What is going on? What is your opinions on that? Because I came across that and I didn't even go into depths, but tell me, what are you feeling about them now saying that? And for me, at one point it had high levels of lead in New York City waters also.
And in the walls. We used to use lead paint up here on the project walls, for paint. To paint the walls. So we
And
had
that
lead
was
paint on the
causing
wall.
serious injuries. It was causing a lot of serious injuries, especially to babies.
Oh yeah, big time. And see, with this arsenic thing, you got to understand a lot of the water here in the United States is not good for you to drink anyway anymore. China has sucked up all the freshwater resources that we had here in the United States. We don't own the water anymore.
Okay, but you know what? When we think about arsenic in water, it's arsenic in a lot of shit that we didn't realize because we never probably took the time to read the back of the bottle and the ingredients. Like, for example, apple
Right, but
juice.
also though, Justice, we have to be mindful that it's not going to just clear cut say arsenic on the back of the label. So you have to get slick and disguise it with some long ass name that you can hardly barely pronounce. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to just say arsenic. Might be disguised as something else.
Oh,
You
that's
got to
true.
always read those labels.
That's true. But like I'm saying, the arsenic in the water, for those people who, like apple juice or perhaps give their children apple juice, it has arsenic and also apple juice. Just like in salad dressing. Salad dressing carries antifreeze. The shit that you use for your car. You get what I'm saying? Like they've been putting
So in other
stuff
words,
in our shit for a very long time, and it's to slowly. And let me tell you, that population control, they're doing it. They have so many different outlets in how to control population just by what they do and what we continue to intake. So before we go any, and I want to continue to talk on that, I want you to give me more insight. And First Lady, feel free to jump in when you want to. So this is a public service announcement. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, federal drinking water standard for arsenic in drinking water is 10 micrograms per liter. However, drinking water with arsenic at levels lower than EPA standard over many years can still increase your risk of cancer. As a result, the EPA sets health risks, alerts, and goals. Take it away, Ultimate K-Man, since you brought it to the attention of us speaking about the arsenic in the drinking water, and particularly, as you know, it's in Minnesota, but let's keep it going. So, yeah, continue.
shit. The way how I say is damned if you do, damned if you don't. Everything is poison here. I keep telling y'all, read 2 Corinthians 4:4.
Who run this world? Stop looking for something that doesn't exist within this world, but only exists within you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter if it's a small amount, large amount. It's still going in your body. Any form of poison going in your body is detrimental to your body.
It's 100% detrimental, and I agree with you. And these are the things I'm sure that people are not aware of. Like for instance, the symptoms, the long-term exposure to low levels of inorganic arsenic in drinking water is known to cause human health problems, including cancer, the thickening and discoloration of the skin, problems with blood vessels, high blood pressure, heart disease, nerve effects, including numbness or pain. um these are some of the things and some of the symptoms in which occurs after a period of time of you ingesting this poison into your body. So although, and you're 100% right, K-Man, although they're giving it to us at little bits of little amounts, right, it's still going to end up to still affect us in the long run, because little by little continues to allow it to grow into big, how can I say it, grow significantly. So to the point where you're slowly dying through them feeding you slowly, because that's how they want to do it.
One must be cognizant of silent weapons for quiet wars.
I
Because
mean, it's crazy.
that's what we're dealing
Hmm.
with now. That's what we're dealing with now. Just a silent weapon for quiet wars. You know what I'm saying? With the chemtrails and the poison they put in the food, and this jab and vaccinations and the air that you breathe and stuff like that. Those are all silent weapons for quiet wars.
I agree. I can definitely agree with that. And them affect them doing what they're doing as far as the top water. And like I said, they just allow us to ingest little by little. Oh, it's not, it's hurting you. It's just slowly doing its damage because that's what it's supposed to do. So I totally agree with you. And
Right.
like, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous with this particular situation when, but this also allows people to understand like these little things, be aware of just these little things. You want to listen. I don't know if you could afford water. I don't know if your pipe water is all you can have access to. But if that's the case, we forget that boil it. Boil your waters. I think everybody should be boiling a lot of things before they
Right.
even ingest it, especially coming from this world we're living in.
Stop buying that bottled water like Dasani and Poland Springs and this one and that one because it has an ingredient known as Xenomix. And Xenomix is nothing but aborted baby fetuses. That's it is found in your drinking water. That's right. So
And
be careful with water you buy out.
you bringing up the bottled water, first lady. I know the first lady is busy, and I know she's driving. Help me! I can't find the mic. Help, ma! First lady, come back on. I'm gonna put you back on. You touch the mic and then you shut the mic back off. I'm gonna wait for the first lady to come back in, and then I'm gonna let her back in. But as you were saying, Ultimate K-Man, regarding the bottled water, natural bottled water has natural arsenic contamination. They
And
have tested it. They
Xenomix.
have tested around it. And Xenomix, like you said, yep.
Oh,
And that's why I don't, and these are the things that if we don't do the research on, we'll hear about it
no.
and we'll automatically feel. And these are the thoughts of certain people. Oh man, listen, they've been saying so and so, whatever. I've been drinking pipe water for how long I've been drinking pipe water. Ain't nothing happened to me yet. Okay, my people, that is the
Yes.
problem.
That's the
That
key
is the
word.
problem.
The key word is yet.
Yes, but that's the problem.
Right.
Why
Hello?
prevention is better than cure. The first lady, I can hear you,
Can
and I
you
can
hear me
also
now?
hear your background.
Yo,
Yeah, I can hear you, but I hear
oh
your
my
background too
God.
much.
Took
No,
me
I can hear
forever.
you. It was just that I
I
was hearing
couldn't
your back.
find the mic. I've been trying to talk for the last half
I,
hour.
I don't. That's what I was saying. I kept on saying, I'm like, what is going on with the first lady? Because I unmuted your mic for you, and so you see, you muted your mic again, and I'm like, I
But
can't hear you still.
I couldn't find the thing to take it off. What happened?
That's why I was like, what is going on? Let me unmute. Like I'm unmuting you, muting you, unmuting you. Like my hello. But then I'm reading
Yes.
in the chat like, oh, I can't find the mic. Help,
I'm
help
like,
me.
help me, help me. So
Okay. No, I was
I just finally cut my whole self off. I just closed out the whole YouTube and started all over again.
yeah, because now I'm hearing you perfectly fine. And so I'm so happy that you stepped back in the building, First Lady. And I know that you were probably listening to what we were discussing. So, what is your
I
feelings?
was.
What is going on? We were discussing about the arsenic that is in the water.
Yes. Well, there's so
So
much
now, like I
deeper
was
than
telling Ultimate K Man, I do feel like, we've been ingesting it because for certain people when they drink apple juice, apple juice also arsenic in apple juice.
watch out
Um,
vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Antifreeze inside of the salad dressings and etc and etc. And in our bottle water, the bottle water that they're selling out here every day in your local supermarkets or wherever stores you go to, you see bottled water that also contain arsenic contamination. And oh my God, Ultimate K Man said something else to me. Chick, Jesus, Chick Nick, Ultimate K Man. He said something else to me, but yeah,
Yeah.
what
What you
is
say?
your
The Cena mix? You talking about the Cena
Cena
mix?
mix? Cena mix. There we go. There we go. There we go. Also
Also,
with
yeah.
also contaminating the water. So, First Lady, what is your thoughts on that? First Lady, if
Got my
you can
mic not
hear
working.
me, I can't hear you.
Oh my God, y'all can't hear me again?
Okay, now you're speaking. I can hear you. I don't know what happens. Like you just spoke and you're speaking clear. And then you'll be speaking because I'm seeing your little thing move, your avatar move, but then I won't be able to hear you.
Right.
Like you're
I
good
don't
right
know.
there. You see
I'm
how you said
still on the
right?
road though too. That's probably.
So okay, you're going in and out. Okay,
I'm
got
still
it.
in the street. That's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, I'll tell you when you're going in
It's
and
a
out,
lot
but
bigger than water for me. You already know. Food,
Huh?
period.
okay, it's a
Everything
lot
that
bigger
we
than water.
ingest in it. Everything that they giving us. I mean, it's been I mean, they're just saying this to everybody, but all of this stuff has been going on for years.
Right. So what do we
Um,
do from here to change the polarity?
I mean, you already know, like you said, though, bro. You got to definitely keep raising the frequency. Let the Kundalini energy need to keep rising. Nothing but love. But people got to be smart. Like, no better than
Yeah.
not.
You,
Everybody says the way they put the poison in the cereal. I've been eating it. Yeah, you've been drinking the water and brushing your teeth with fluoride and all that kind of stuff too. But you didn't know it. But because they daily pinching, dosing you a poison, it's till you get my age and you start getting over 40 and over 50 and start having all kind of weird ass ailments and they weird clinical diagnoses because you've been eating the poison for so long. If you've been eating the cereal
right.
for 32 years with a little bit of poison in it, hey Pop, how you doing? With a little bit of poison in it, then by the time you get 50, you're gonna start having problems.
That is correct.
So with that
100%
being
right to
said,
that.
y'all, it's everything. It's fluoride been in the water. Is now they say, I mean, sewage is waste, it's all kind of things, but they just finding it out. Something just happened. No, it's been there. It's just a lot of us are rising now, as the bro said, like a lot is rising. Kundalini energy is
Yeah.
rising, so we are realizing a lot more and understanding a lot more. All we got to do is know who we are, where we come from. That's the half of your battle. Like they used to say back in the day, knowing is half the battle.
Right. And I'm gonna put this in the pot, look, so it can cook along with what you're saying, though, sis. We gotta learn how to fast.
Okay. Ooh. Oh man, I went.
You
I
have
was
to
there.
learn how to eat to live.
Right, but a lot of people think they need to. They need to. You know, they need to eat to. They need to eat for survival. But you don't. Technically, we supposed to be feeding as a plant. We show photosynthesis. All the stuff that they've given us is not even supposed to eat. To be honest with you, and that's what's really sad. When you really realize that and do some real research, like the potato wasn't even made for human consumption. Like it's just a lot of things that we have to realize as the people, and that once again, like the bro said, you know better, you do better. Like you want to stop eating that stuff when you know that it's not good. Like you know it's not good because it's not. It's not everything. The bread, the sugar. We addicted to sugar and salt and we don't even know it. You like a crackhead for real, for sugar and salt, and you think it's just, oh, I just like it. No, you don't just like it. Your body's addicted to it because everything that they give us breaks down in our body as sugar, it's poison, it's bad. Why all of a sudden the milk is off the shelf? That ain't just happened. They had to take it off the shelf because everybody started finding out now that it's been killing the babies. It's been giving them gut rot. And if they tell you 2 babies died, then you know that means over 200 babies died. And they don't care. They taking our babies too. Doesn't matter. So y'all better.
And further,
Where's the king palm, Pop?
and furthermore, cow milk is for cows. Goat
Exactly. Oh,
milk
thank you.
is for
It's for
goats.
goats. Exactly. We the only
What you doing
species that
still
blew up
drinking milk for? I
and
don't
told
care if
us
it's
to do
one
that.
percent, 2%, whole milk,
None.
skim milk,
None.
coconut milk,
None.
almond milk.
None.
It's all suds.
None. Not
It's
unless you
all bad.
actually take it. Not unless you taking that actual coconut off the damn tree yourself and getting the water from it, or you pressing up the meat and making your own, or you taking Brazil nuts and making your own milk, or you taking hemp seeds and making milk. Other than that, you shouldn't be drinking none of that you buying. None of
Right.
it.
Right.
They are pushing
There's
us
some people,
back.
right.
Go
And
ahead,
some
bro.
people, oh, I gotta eat it. I gotta eat. I gotta
No.
eat. So I know. So you already know what we dealing with. All this, I gotta, I have to.
Right.
You already submitted. You already gave in. Words like that, that type of talk. I gotta do it. I had to do it. You gave in. You submitted.
That's right. But they just saying that because that's
I
how the
can't.
world got them conditioned. Right. They got them
Right.
conditioned to believe in that.
And that's the problem. It's definitely based on
Think about
indoctrination. And I'm gonna sidebar y'all real quick because I want to come back to that conversation. But let me sidebar
that.
y'all real quick, right? The US President Donald Trump said Vladimir Putin invasion of Ukraine could ultimately be a World War III. Ultimately, Russia, Ukraine could be a World War III.
That's
Trump said in an interview with
propaganda.
India's, huh? I'm
I
sorry,
know I
First
was
Lady,
like
say
you
that again.
sidebar. That's
On
propaganda. It's
sidebar,
news.
I
Mm,
wouldn't. Right now is breaking news as far as Trump doing an interview in India with NDTV. He has also added that the Kremlin would have never invaded Ukraine if he was the president.
he
President
is.
Putin would have never gotten in if right now he's saying if he still remained the president, but as it's looking what they're not paying attention to, and I only sidebar just to give people who are into this whole Trump situation and what's been going on with that the sidebar. He has been doing interviews and he has been releasing certain things on these interviews that he has been going on, and he's been doing a lot of international interviews. So
Right. That's
back
all
to
a
what we
bunch
were
of
talking about.
declassification. That's all part of the declassification. A lot of people not paying attention.
Right.
They waiting for the news. They waiting for Channel 5
Right. Right.
or
They
one of the
want to
people on
see
news
it.
to say,
Right.
no, he's doing it right now.
Right. That's why I say I can't with the propaganda because a lot of the stuff that people are talking and everybody I can't. I can't with the 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 lady that been dead already that they just found out died, and they keep talking about like I can't. When the
I
wicked
mean,
shall
you already
perish,
know.
the people shall rejoice. The hell?
Hmm.
But you see, that's just like a pair of sneakers that might have came out in one part of the world, and then 6 months later, the next part of the world get it. That's why the news is talking about shit that we already knew already. We already did the 120 to that shit
Exactly.
already in the back end.
Exactly. That part.
Yes, 100%. And so this is why we definitely, and this
But
is
people
why I
look at
enjoy
you
this
like you
because
crazy.
they do. But this is why it's still good to just keep on informing. And those who are going to take what they need, they'll take what they need. Those who can't take what they need or can't really see what is in front of them, is nothing really you could change about that. But I sidebarred it just because I know people come in and they be interested in certain things dealing what what has been going on with Trump and what he has been saying,
I
being
do
that
I
he had
do get that too.
a
But
lot
they
of
into it and
classified.
don't even know what they into. They into it for what? They shouldn't be more into it than what's going on with this food. They shouldn't be more
I
into
mean,
that than about your eating.
to be real with you, this is the thing about it. I agree with that 100%, and that's why I'm just like, people have different things in which they put in priority of being most important.
Right. But you
But
don't even know the truth.
I'm
So
gonna
I
tell
don't
you
even know how
something.
you
The
can have
thing
a level of
with
importance if you don't even have the truth.
right, and that's another thing. But like even with you saying like the situation with the baby formulas and what how it's actually affecting these infants that's being born, to the food shortages that we are going to be faced with, not because it's really a food shortage in my opinion, but you already know.
No, sure it's not. It's not. It's just so they can keep hiking these prices. Seem like these damn prices out here is going up $2 every damn week. And my people need to
It is.
realize that they pushing us back to the state on which we came from, and they
But this
pushing
is
us
the thing,
back there, and we're getting upset instead of instead of strapping on our boots and be like, you know what, it's time to go back. A lot of us may not have come for that, but our ancestors did. Our ancestors did. We came from living off the land. We came from growing our own food. We came from, just like that bro just said. Like, who in the hell said we the only species that grow up to get born? You drink your mother's milk, but after you turn one, you have to drink a whole other species milk. Like, why? Who said that? Who started that?
okay.
Who said that? And then the
So
FDA, your government, approves all of the
first
shit
lady,
that we eating
first
that's
lady,
foreign.
First lady, hold that thought for 1 minute, First Lady. I have to tell you this really, really quickly, First Lady. Unfortunately, what our thought process is to what we see, right? YouTube guidelines do not allow us to say certain things in certain ways. And so I'm stopping for a moment to give clarity. We are not saying anything to push anything on anybody. We are just bringing awareness because we do research. Everybody on the panel that's speaking does do research. So we're not speaking to push anything or any agenda on anyone. We are speaking to bring awareness to the things that we have done research on. First Lady, please come back because I want you to come back and finish what you were saying. Because I see this thing keep popping up. So I'm just y'all gonna see every now and again. First Lady, please come back. I want you to finish what you were telling me. Every now and again, I see something pop up on my computer. I'm not sure. Device not connected. First Lady, connect your device. It says device not connected. Give me a minute. I'm trying to add. I can't.
That's the
Okay.
motherfuckers on they bullshit. Cause when that truth be coming
Okay,
out,
so
they
I
try.
don't know what's going on because First lady, it says device not connected. And in fact, let me just snap a picture so that you can see. I'm gonna end up sending to you what is coming up on my computer. And I don't understand why, but I kept on seeing something pop up. That's why every now and again, if I stop you guys, I'm just gonna be telling you guys, you know what I'm saying, to let YouTube know what we're doing. That we're not trying to push an agenda. So I don't understand what's the problem because we are speaking on research that you can go and research yourself. We have always said anything that we discuss on Theodicy podcast, you can actually go and research the information yourself. And we are not trying to push anything, or no, we're not pushing any form or any type of agenda. That's not what we're doing. Are we bringing awareness? Yes, we are, to certain research that we do. Ultimate K-Man, I'm so sorry. I genuinely don't know what's going on here. I just sent this thing to the first lady so she can see what I'm talking about, because it literally, like, I when I stopped her and then she came back in, it literally says the device would not connect.
Yeah, that's
That's
them
no.
motherfuckers. See, that's them motherfuckers trying to subvert that truth. You know what I'm saying? They trying to suppress, subvert. I'm sorry about your brother. You know what I'm saying? Hide, manipulate, contaminate, pollute. Hold on, he don't want the truth. Hold on a second.
By the end of the day, respectfully, I just want it to be known that anything that is being discussed on Theodicy podcast, you can go and do your own research. You can go into your libraries and do your own research on certain things that Ultimate K Man may speak about, or certain things that the First Lady may speak about. Like I said, we are never here trying to push an agenda on nobody, but do we do our research and report what we have read on what we have researched? Yes, we do. Do we put in our opinions in there? Yes, we do. So I just wanted to put that out there. We are yet again not pushing no agenda, but we are bringing awareness based on the research that we have done. First Lady, thank you for coming back. I don't know what took place, but you seen that photo I sent you. So I don't know. But please, I wanted you to continue on from where you left off regarding the food shortages and what they continue to do through the FDA and everything else. I'm gonna wait for the First Lady to pop back in. First Lady, when you're ready, just unmute your mic. The First Lady was getting into the shortage that's been taking place, the food shortage, but most importantly, the baby formulas that we are feeding our children, that we are purchasing, that we are getting off of WIC. They are no good, as you heard the First Lady tell you, and you can go and research it. And this is why she's bringing it to the forefront, because it's been spoken about on many platforms regarding the babies' formulas and what's been taking place, and babies dying from the formula. It's causing gut rotting of the babies. And so the First Lady is speaking from in reference of doing her own research on the baby formula that has been causing a lot of infant death and also stomach issues. And the First Lady is back, so I will let her continue to go on and speak to you guys and give you more information regarding everything with the baby formula, food shortage, and as she was speaking with the FDA and how everything combines together. First Lady, thank you for coming back, and I'm so sorry for that.
Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I'm still in commute as the grow, but once I get closer to the house and get up in the mountains, it gets even harder for me to keep service. But now I'm actually in the house because I've been wanting to get off this phone and get on the computer anyway because I can't be on to see the chat anyway. But as Word was saying, my biggest thing is, and please, as she stated, yes, did do research, and yes, some of it, of course, has added opinion at the end of the day. But the passion, I can't lose it. So I definitely will apologize for that. That I can't lose the passion that I have when I speak on certain things, especially when it comes to the babies And now, even now, I don't want to just say my babies at the end of the day, because my children and my grandchildren, no matter what age they are, if they're consuming anything from any of these restaurants and anything off the shelf, it's a problem with it. It's a problem with it. And as she stated, for those that might know what they talking about, at the end of the day, you can go and research it yourself. You can go research and see how many other countries don't even allow in their country the food that our FBA says is okay for us to consume on a daily basis. What's that damn soda? Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is banned in like 16 other countries. Like they can't even have it there. We have that shit in all different colors and flavors. It's just little things like that that people really need to start taking notice of. As my brother said, when you can't pronounce it, just know that it's not good for you. Because anything that's good for you, you can read it. Because 9 times out of 10, if you can't say it, you're not going to eat it. And that's just, and that's me, like for real, for real. So if you can't say it, if you just start looking at a box of crackers or on your bread and just read the ingredients and take each single ingredient and look it up and look up where else it's found. You should not be eating things that you can find in paint thinner. You should not be eating things that's made with rat poison you. This, like I said, the potato itself, as much as we love it, and French fries, what French fry bandit so used to be. I'm not saying things happen overnight. And no, we were born with this knowledge. At the end of the day, though, it was taken from us. It was taken from us, spells cast upon us, and all kind of things. I ain't even going into all of that kind of stuff, but I'm just going to say, knowing is half the battle, as I stated. And if you know up, look up the potato, look up the origin. It wasn't made for human consumption. It was used for glue and other things of that nature, not to be eaten. Why you think they give it to us by the pounds? The pound loads of it, because it's killing you. And now when you do eat it, not only is it gluing your insides together, but it's actually written broken down in your body as sugar.
And you know
Then
what?
plus, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead, first lady. Finish what you were saying, because I want you to. I want you. I'm gonna make a disclaimer, and then I want you to speak on it. So go ahead.
Um, yes. So that for, and like she said, this is for edutainment, entertainment, educational purposes only. You could actually go look these things up. But the original origin of that wasn't rice. It breaks down as, and these are all the starches and things that you may like the most. I used to bread, wheat, all that stuff is no good to our body. We are energy. We are electrical beings. We supposed to eat electrifying food, and they got us eating dead carcass meat, sour, poison, spoiled, this and that. If it could sit on the shelf, then that means it's got something in it to make it last.
And and I also want you guys. That's another killer. That when I mention this, the first lady has always pushed this 100%. And I'm gonna tell you guys like this. I'm gonna say it in a way where all you have to do is go and do your research, especially when it comes to something that can be harmful to you, or you can be harming yourself without knowing. Please, my people, please do the research on the mask that you guys are wearing.
Who's
I
still
am
wearing a
continuing,
mask?
I am continuing to see more and
Who
more
is
people wearing the mask. I'm not going to say to you not to wear the mask, but what I will tell you is please go do your research on wearing masks based on you inhaling oxygen that you need to release, and medically
carbon dioxide is what
it's
you're
no good.
releasing, which is your poison. So when you cough, your mouth and your nose and you breathe out the poison out your mouth and breathe it back in your nose.
Hmm.
Go do research 100 years ago when they tried this with the Spanish flu. Check out the every 100 years what goes on. When you go see how many people got sick and how many people died, it wasn't from the flu. It was from the respiratory illnesses that came from the mask. So you can say you want to say I'm in construction.
And
So
keep in
I
mind,
know the difference of mask wearing. And at the end of the day, even if it was that, your whole body is the biggest membrane. Your skin is breathing, pore holes. You're wearing a mask, and what is it doing? You can't wear a whole suit to cover your whole damn body, face, and everything. So what is that doing? That's what makes me no more sicker than seeing two grown people with the mask and they baby just flying free. So you don't give a damn about the baby then.
and not
Oh,
only that, people don't really
oh,
consider the carbon dioxide, and along with you inhaling the fibers,
right.
all of those, like you said, causing huge respiratory issues, which caused a lot of people to die, which they didn't even, I don't believe they even really put that out. But like I said, you guys can do your own research about it and find out.
That's right.
Ma, I'm hearing a double. Ma, you got to turn off one. Something is playing in the background. When you were just on, First Lady, it was like I was talking and I could hear myself, and then I was hearing, so it was kind of like off. Um, but yeah, like the First Lady just told you, like these are the things that when you come to Theodicy Podcast, we definitely try to allow you guys to leave with some food for thought. Maybe, tell a friend, because sometimes you don't even realize you may be talking to a friend and telling a friend, look, I came into this chat room, or if you call it a podcast, if it's all up to you, whatever you choose to call the platforms that you do enter rooms in. And you're saying to them, well, hey, I was listening to this, and this person, Ultimate K Man, said this, that, and the third, and the first lady, it was a woman there. The first lady, she mentioned so and so and so, and that's how the word begins to spread, to open people's minds to begin to do their own research. Nothing is better than doing your own research. I think that I'm the platform, and I want to be and continue to be the platform that allows people to always want to go and do their own research. Remember, my people, they always said if you want to hide anything from a black man, just put it in a book. And to most degrees, it has been the truth. We have to make that statement untrue and open up the books and go back and read. Even when it comes down to health, health plays a major part on your survival. You cannot survive no other way. Ultimate K-Man, please come back because I know you want to say something. G Dubs, welcome, welcome. Oh, nah, don't worry about it. I'm just happy you showed up. Do not worry about it at all, G Dubs. Well, let me catch you up a little bit. We was talking about the Illinois safety law that was just passed. A lot of people feels like it's a way of a purge that's about to take place um, within Illinois, and also what's happened in Ohio, which I didn't really get too in depth with, G Dubs, just because I have to do more research on that. But they are discussing. Hold on 1 minute. Give me one moment, guys. First Lady, are you there? First Lady? Okay, G Dubs. I'll be right back, guys. Forgive me. I'll be right back.
I'm here. Hey, G Dubs, go to your bell, to your subscription bell, and make sure that it's on all, because you might be in the middle. But make sure when you go to the bell, like unsubscribe and subscribe again, and make sure that you go to the top and it says all, so that you actually get all the notifications. That's probably what could have happened as well. Okay, let me see. It's on all LOL. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, they be doing that sometimes too. That's for sure. Whatever they can do to get us rise, make us angry.
I'm so
But yeah,
sorry.
um,
I'm back, but as you guys know, you might hear my co-host word injustice in the background because she is back up from her little baby nap. So forgive me, guys.
much on
But
my not
I'm so happy that you're back, First Lady, because I was like, oh my God, I gotta run away. And I was just giving G Dubs the rundown. So you already know G Dubs, the Ohio situation. And we were basically discussing a lot with mental health. We did jump into mental health because if you want, you can go and read up in the um, on the story. It happened in Brooklyn, New York. A mother of three drowned her three babies, 7, 5, and 3 months. So we did discuss that, and we opened up the panel, and the first lady was basically giving vital information on the baby formulas and what's in the baby formulas that's causing infant deaths. So I'm gonna let her go a little bit more with that too, because now that you're in the building, I'm sure that you probably have family members that probably have babies that are probably using the formulas. And first lady, I'm gonna leave it right
reach
there,
out
but
to
you pick it up.
us. Get their
I'm
email.
sorry.
I said get emails or a text number so you could text them the actual formulas that they should be using. The information that we have, like people that you connected to, and those of you that are listening, if you also would like to put your information in the chat, and we'll actually send um menus and the ingredients that you need to make the formulas for the babies of certain ages from newborn up until the righteous years, because at the like we said, like me and the bro said, when you really learn about eating and didn't get me no more syrup. When you really learn about eating, you realize that we supposed to eat like a plant through photosynthesis. We don't have carnivorous teeth. We weren't meant to eat meat. Unfortunately, they made us do that because we were not doing that in the beginning. We were not. I don't, regardless of what you were told and what you may think, but that's not where we come from. And as I stated, we don't even have carnivorous teeth. So no, we're not supposed to be eating meat. You should be very, very careful of buying any of the processed food that's on the shelf. If it can sit on the shelf, that means it has preservatives in it, which means that it has poison in it, and what's keeping it alive on the shelf. Technically, we supposed to be eating electrifying foods that help charge our electricity. So we should be eating things as of the earth and as it comes from the earth. And that's honestly even speaking with cooking. Because once you put heat to it, you change the chemical properties of the food. So, like, this is really like a super, super, super way next level lesson when it comes to food. Because just listening to me right now with your mind not even open, you're not going to want to eat anything, and I'm going through it. It's a transition, and I'm going through it in my home as well. You know what I'm saying? My home, my children, my husband, my family. Everybody's like, man, like we can't eat nothing. It's really not about us not eating anything. It's about us
Health,
being
health is wealth. And you
bad
said it. That's
about.
it. Health is wealth because you can't maintain the wealth without having the health. And let me tell you something. Ma, first lady, sidebar, first lady. G Dubs, please Take the time out to subscribe to Theodicy 2.0. On Theodicy 2.0, it's a little bit more laid back. I'll be discussing a lot of different topics dealing with what's going on in the media with the celebrities and etc. I'll be getting on over there discussing different things like that. So go subscribe to Theodicy 2.0. It's definitely going to be laid back, and I hope you do enjoy that content over there on Theodicy 2.0. So please feel free to go check me out over there. Of course, I'm going to keep the headquarters, the Odyssey podcast, with the news. I will continue reporting strictly news on the Odyssey podcast. But on the Odyssey podcast 2.0, I'm going to get a little personal. Y'all going to get to see me virtually from time to time. So you get to know who you're talking to by seeing me. I'm going to be doing a little vlogging here and there. I just started the channel, so I'm literally building it up. But I'm going to be over there talking about the Kim Kardashian and Ray J situation. And I will be discussing the Neo cheating on his wife situation. So stay tuned for that. So, yeah, G Dubs, please. The Odyssey Podcast 2.0. The First Lady was just finishing what she was saying. I'm so sorry, Ma, but you are so right when it comes down to what we put in our bodies. And like the major part of it. We want wealth, but what is the wealth without the health?
I'm sorry.
No, I was jumping back in to let you jump back in. I was saying just like you were saying, we want the wealth, but what is the wealth without the health?
Exactly. There is no wealth without health. Health is wealth. No, that's gonna mess it up. Yeah, yeah, leave it out.
And
Yeah,
but you were saying it perfectly. And I'm gonna say what you were saying is so right because it does seem like it's hard and it's far fetched to unlearn eating habits that you have grown up to know all your life. Maybe from Thanksgiving dinners to just dinners alone, from what your mother or your father or your cousin or whoever you may reside with is cooking alongside yourself. You understand what I'm saying? These are habits that you have inherited for such a long period of time. So, where it will take some time, guys, to try to really unlearn those habits. You hear injustice back here. You hear injustice back here. You guys hear her? What do you have to say? You have to tell the people health is wealth. And you also have to tell them, as a baby, stop killing us. My baby doesn't need to end up dead based on what they want to choose to put out in the markets. And the only way I can actually change that is by changing what I choose to give her. You understand what I'm saying? The choices we do have. We need to stop feeling like we don't have a choice. And yes, I know it is going to be hard. So we ain't telling you go empty out your fridge with your bacon and all that stuff. We ain't telling you that. But we're
right.
telling
Not
you take
telling
it
you to
day
throw
by
it
day
away.
and
We're just
research.
telling you to make a transition at some point. I don't
Yep,
expect
make a perfect word. Make a
at
transition at
the
some
end of
point.
the day and throw stuff away. And I just went shopping. I mean, it's okay. It's not okay. I mean, however you want to look at it, but it's nobody. I didn't do it. As much as I'm talking, I did not do it cold turkey, just whatever, whatever, whatever. I am still transitioning. And like I said, if you knew the truth, you wouldn't eat nothing. And I'm not really playing. I'm actually honest with saying that. Like my children are really like, oh my God, like, so you're not going to buy nothing? Like, yo, I'm in the store really trying to figure out what is it that I'm going to get? Because you can't say you know better, you do better, and you just keep buying the poison and eating the poison just because it's what you're used to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And it's gonna tighten up a lot of people and it's gonna step on a lot of people's toes. It is. And it is gonna make you feel a way. But I hope it make you feel in such a way that you go grab a book, a dictionary, and really start looking these things up. And don't just look up what it says. Look up what it actually does. Where else do you find it? What does it do to your body when you eat it? That's the problem. Like how sugar, I mean rice and sugar, potatoes and bread all breaks down into sugar, plus all the other things that are sugar that they have written in different ways, fructose and glucose and all of these things are sugar. As a human person, you are addicted to sugar and don't even know it. It's way bigger than I just like it. No, you don't. Your body is needing it. It's addicted to the sugar. So when you start there, then you start breaking down the sweets. Then when you start reading, it's not that you can't eat any bread or any cereal, but now you got to start looking into ancient grains. When you find out and go look up your nuts, the only actual two real nuts are walnuts and Brazil nuts. Everything else is hybrid and man-made. And it's sad, but almost everything. Somebody said a good dinner they made tonight, and I just was like, dang, it is good. But corn, you shouldn't be eating it. Your body can't even digest that. That's why when you eat it off the plate and go to the bathroom, it look the same way in the toilet. Like I say, when you get my age, you get over 40 years old, over 50 years old, and you start having all these ailments and all of these different things. It's because you've been slowly, daily dosing poison for so long. My baby son is like, I said, look, you only 16. Wow. You only 16. You've been eating only 16 years. So just imagine me trying to deprogram myself, first of all, with even the way that I speak and the things that I say. And you hear how my daughter changed up. Oh, excuse me. Right. We're working on not saying the things that we know that we shouldn't say, even though the English language is full of etymology and spells. Let's not even go there. That's a whole nother live that could take 3 months because of
You
all
are
the work.
so You are so right about that, the first lady. Just how you said it, because a lot of times I find myself like, oh no, let me go back. I wasn't supposed to say that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we also don't realize how powerful our tongue is. And I'm gonna just sidebar for just a minute. I got your back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you like the content. If you do, please take the time out to subscribe. Hit the up like button, notification bell. This is my co-host in the background. Her name is Word Injustice. But yes, this is the Odyssey podcast with me, Word Justice, where I discuss news, and you are 100% right. I got your back. White sugar is more addictive than crack cocaine. Yes, it is, because there's a lot of people that cannot deal without having sugar in their juice, in
That's
their
right.
tea, in their coffee,
That's right.
and it is the most addictive thing than that actual
Like
cocaine. I 100% agree with you, because a lot of us are struggling with just trying to not even drink white sugar, because that's not even supposed to be in your body either.
I actually am doing pretty good with that. I started with the cane, but that ain't even really no good. So at the end of the day, I am down to money on my mind. I think no, the other one is mine. Is agave syrup and date syrup. I have another one. Let me see that I want to give y'all. Um,
Agave syrup, you said?
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry about that. The
I,
first lady, we couldn't hear you. I think you
I'm
went
gonna have
out.
to definitely take a picture. But agave syrup is one. Date syrup is another. And I have to actually get you the name. Like I said, anybody that really wants to start this and really is really into really wanting to change their health and start eating right and eating better, definitely let Word know or send her a message and she'll let me know. Make sure you put your either a text message information or your email so we can send you some information. I could send you information on somebody that's more of a coach, a lifestyle coach, a health and wellness coach that could really help you make the transition a lot more than I can. I'm a lot raw with it and I'm just straight up with it because I'm talking to you the way I talk to myself. That's why sometimes I go in the store and I come out or I feel like I spent money on nothing. But then because I don't want to keep filling up the cabinets and the pantries or the refrigerator with stuff that I know damn well that I should not be eating. I'm not gonna lie, everybody, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but you hearing a lot of veganism and vegetarianism. You hearing a lot of that now. A lot of people are really coming into the health, but not even that, y'all. Your government approves poison for you to eat. You cannot trust it. They are making meat on a computer. They are giving you things that they are drawing up on a computer and they are processing with nothing natural, no natural fiber, but then tell you it's the closest to natural that you ever think. How could you mix artificial and natural in the same sentence? I'm telling y'all, people, look it up. 3D meat. Look up. Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Glyphosate. Look that up. Glyphos. Phos. Glyphosate. Look that up. Look up mucoid plaque. Look that up. You're not supposed to eat, your body's not even supposed to eat meat, period. So if you've been eating meat, you really need to do a heavy detox. You definitely need to do a heavy metal detox. A lot of us are suffering from parasites and worms in your body, and you can fight and argue. I don't give a damn if you go to the doctor once a week. The doctor is not
That
helping.
whole part.
The doctor knows nothing about nutrition. Ask your doctor. I don't give a damn if he's been a doctor for 32 years and it took him 11 years to get there. Ask him how much nutrition did he learn. And he will tell you, oh, none. Or in my 8 years of school, and I had 42 minutes of nutrition. They don't know a damn thing about nutrition. A
But
doctor.
this is the thing, they weren't meant to, because this is how
No,
everything keeps running. This is
right.
the doctors and the pharmacies work together. This
They
is
are
what helps
paid
pushes
to
everything.
write
And you know
prescriptions.
what's so crazy? Jumping in real quick. I got your back. Veggie burgers ain't veggies. You 100% right. A lot of
That's
shit that they say
right.
that we
Right.
eating ain't it. Down
Be
to when they
careful.
say organic, they just slap the organic tab on it. Let me tell
Yeah.
you something. The
Be
only
careful
shit
with
that's
some of that
organic
plant
is what you're gonna
stuff.
be growing.
That's right. Be careful with some of that plant-based stuff because all of it is not real. Again, if you need information, let Word know. Give her your information. I will give her the information to pass out to
Yes.
you if you would like this information that will give you good plant-based products that are natural and truly plant-based and give you all electrifying foods and veggies and I mean, down to the water, people, that we started talking about first. Not only just because it's all these other things in it, all of these things have been in the water. There's
It, it
fluoride been in the water. They act like that's good because they put
for a
that on
very
your
long
teeth,
time.
and that's
For a
no
very
good.
long time. Doctors study the body. I got your back. Yes, doctors do study the body, and that's exactly what the first lady is saying. So how can they possibly tell you about nutrition if they ain't never studied it? And then some of the people that do study nutrition, they're not still giving you exactly what you need, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of the vegetables that we go and we buy from our markets carry whatever the GMOs, you name it. They're injecting
They
our
sprayed it with,
vegetables
and they
and
sprayed it
spraying
with
it with
poison. Right.
pesticides and all kinds of things. So you are so right about that. And that's why we need to really go that whole holistic route. And that's what the first lady is really getting into. And so, with that being said, if you guys want information, please take the time out to leave it underneath the comment of this video. I always go back and I look at my comments. I'm really trying to set up an email separate, so I will be able to receive emails from you guys. So if you guys just leave some bit of information for me. I will definitely get back to you guys with the information. I'll even post pictures um up on my thumbnail so you guys could be aware of certain things, and it'll be like quick videos and like shorts, basically letting you guys know what the agave does, what how you can get it, if you can make certain things at home. um Cane Tube TV, Frankenfoods. You gotta read the labels and know and understand what you're putting in your body. I don't eat meat. I smack blood out of produce. Okay. Listen, and that's real, and that's real. And I got your back. I also have a second channel, which is Theodesty 2.0. Feel free to go join over there. It's a little bit more laid back and a little bit more different feel over there. But on Theodesty Podcast, the headquarters, I will continue to be reporting about different things that I come across that I think that we all should be aware of. Even if it's not happening in your state or my state, it could be happening in somebody else that you may know state, or it could just be happening in a state near you, and you could be of
Under
some
the same
assistance just by
government,
bringing.
it's
Say
in
it
your
again, First
state
Lady.
too.
I'm sorry.
I was just telling them if they in under the same government we are, it's in their damn state too.
That whole part, that part right there. So, with that being said, you guys, I've been on for 2 hours and 25 minutes and 31 seconds, and I definitely have to wrap it up because I do have to. Look, I'm getting a phone call right now. I have to wrap it up because I definitely have to end up answering this phone call that I'm getting. And then I also have to attend to my daughter since she just woke up, guys. And sometimes, guys, I try my best to really come on and really bring all the information that I'm seeing and that I'm getting that you guys may want to be aware of or may not be aware of, you know? So I definitely try my best to come on from time to time as much as I could. So please forgive me. I've been saying I'm trying to be, how can you say, what's the word I'm looking for right now? I'm trying to be more consistent, right? But reality is what I live in. So my life takes over, and so many things happen that is so unexpected sometimes that it takes the breath out of me. But for the most part, I hope that you guys do come back. And I hope that you guys continue to come back and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend and allow my platform to grow, because my platform is where I'm definitely trying to bring awareness, like I said before, but I'm also trying to bring in different perspectives. We need the older people as well as we need the younger people. So we need all of us to come as one, as the older people and younger people, to start to begin the change, to start to somewhat open doors, to start speaking about things such as mental illness, to start talking about why our kids are killing each other or why they're feeling the need to do the things that they're doing, because we really don't know why. We need to get to the root of the issue, but the only way to do that is to continue to bring awareness to what's going on with our children, what is going on with our government and how they are plaguing so much things environmentally to destruct us. And I think First Lady and Kane 2 TV said it best. For me personally, I do, and this is just an opinion, you too, but I'm definitely not trying to push an agenda, but it does feel like a form of population control. And the things that we have discussed today is things that you can go and do your own research and read on yourself. And not because it's not happening to you and it's not at your front door, it does not mean you don't need to care, because that's one of the biggest problems too. With that being said, guys, this is the Honesty Podcast. I'm Word Justice, and I want you guys to go check out the First Lady presenting Auntie's House. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy her content. She will be over here pretty soon. She already has the channel up. All you have to do is go subscribe, hit the notification bell every time that you see that she's about to go live, so you could be the first person in the building. You guys won't regret it. I also want to thank Kane 2 TV for also coming through in the building. I appreciate him so very very much for always doing so. Puerto Rican 360 for also pulling up. G Dubs for pulling up. Teresa White for pulling up. I got your back for pulling up. I also, and I'm shouting y'all out. I appreciate y'all. I also had um Jill Turnbull from Florida. I want to also thank you for pulling up on me. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys so very much just for your time, because you don't have to spend your time with me. So you just giving me your time and giving me your ears. I am so very much grateful and very appreciative. And I will also like to thank Jill Howden. Thank you. Lost the link last week. Jill Howden, I'll be back. Please go subscribe to Theodicy 2.0. I'm doing a late night tonight over there after I come from Bigo's Real House. Well, real, let me say it right. Real Housewives of Bigo. So when I come from Real Housewives of Bigo, I will definitely be going on live on Theodicy 2.0 because I got some things I want to talk about. And I definitely think you guys will enjoy it. So I'm going to drop my link over there and feel free to hit the link and come up because I know the topics I'm going to talk about over there. You guys definitely probably been hearing about it. And I just want to see where everybody's perspectives are when it comes down to certain situations, especially this Kim K situation. Kane Tube TV, we must kill or eliminate the four devils that dwell within us at once and place ourselves in a heavenly mindset. I could not have said that no better. And that is the truth. That is definitely the whole truth. I agree with you 100%. And that's why I feel like we got to start older to younger. Let's begin the progression. But a part of beginning that progression is starting with our health. I want to leave the first lady to finish off because she has a few people that I want you guys to stay tuned for that I'm going to be mentioning throughout a lot of my lives as I come back on. So I'm going to let her end it off. But I want to tell all my subscribers I'm grateful and I appreciate you guys so very much. Like I said before, I can't grow this platform without you guys taking your time out, your evening or your day, or whenever I do go live to come in and check in on me. And like I said, it's the Odyssey podcast for all the new people that just hopped in. Subscribe, hit the up like button, notification bell, and please go subscribe to the Odyssey Podcast 2.0 and the first lady presenting Auntie's house. And the first lady, yes, I'm leaving you off with the end. Please mention everybody for me. You already know.
Definitely, I'm definitely shouting out G Dubs, Jill. I got your back, my bro came to TV. And there was somebody else that came through earlier too. I think Teresa, somebody. I can't go far back because I'm on the phone. I'm not in the computer. But anyway, definitely thank y'all for coming through and supporting the Odyssey podcast. Definitely make sure y'all subscribe to the Odyssey 2.0. G Dub, she already know. I know definitely my founder, the Real Savage Royalty, is also on YouTube. The show is Just Face It with Savage Royalty. Definitely check her out on YouTube. You can check her out on Bigo TV, Bigo TV during the day doing the news. It's the Royal Report. I want to say that. And then she's on YouTube at five for Just Face It. When you come to Bigo TV, you also on any social media platform, Marta the Smarter, Marta, Smarter, Smarter, Marta the Smarter. You definitely want to check her out to help connect your business building dots, lead pages, magnets, sales funnels, websites, content creation, anything you know for small business, side hustles, uh, to get more lucrative income, to get more income, to get what we call sleeping bags, waking up to new money. Everybody wants to do that. And if you want to do that, you definitely want to check out martyrsmarter.com, in which you can definitely do that. I myself, again, the first lady, I could be on found on Beagle TV as well. Thursday nights, I do what's called Ladies Night with my boy DJ Chris Dollar from Facebook. It's a Zoom party. We're on Beagle with it. I am the first lady with the Royal Empire, which is my family over there. Um, I am the first lady, the royal OG, the voice, which is the visualizer of inner cities for and visualizer of opportunities for inner cities everywhere. That's what my whole goal is, and I will be over to my page on YouTube very soon. As soon as I finish putting certain things together, so that I can have consistency. That's my thing. I want to be consistent, so, but I want y'all to check me out. I'm working on that, being the voice, which is not just the voice of the people, my people, the children. I do it for the young people. I do it for the children. So again, the voice stands for the visualizer of opportunities for inner cities everywhere. I will be coming to an inner city near you to come for with a community center that will be coming with truth and enlightenment and workshops that will give our children the things that they need to strive, not survive. I was taught to survive. I am now reprogramming myself and teaching my children to teach my grandchildren, which I am also learning myself to strive and not survive. It's a big difference. So that's my whole purpose, to sing. I sang. I will sing to sing because we all have a song. To sing means I'm coming to save inner city neighborhoods gradually. And I will end up saving all neighborhoods in need globally, because we all have a song and that's separate obstacles that we need to grow. So I am going to teach this whole and give you the whole rundown from the campaign all the way up through the works of the cutting of the ribbon for the first community center. So y'all stay tuned. Definitely support me, support my daughter, support the family, everybody that's coming up under us, that's listening under the sound of my voice. As I said, please follow and subscribe the Odyssey podcast, the Odyssey 2.0, also from Word Justice. And again, who else? Just Face It, Savage Royalty, Martyr the Smarter, Jei 1111 on YouTube as well. If you are into the spiritual makeup and getting your reading, she puts the horoscopes on, if not every day yet, I think at least every other day, but I know it's what she's working for. We're all pushing for consistency in order to make sure that you guys get the information that's needed. We're not trying to push any agenda, but we are pushing the truth. And unfortunately, a lot of people do not like the truth, but this is where we come from, and the truth shall always prevail. I taught my kids cheaters never win, so at the end of the day, we always coming with the truth. So thank you for hanging out with us. If you don't have Bigo TV, download Bigo TV. I am one of the real housewives of Bigo. That comes premiered last week, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be going again tonight at 9 Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific time. If you don't have nothing to do, come check us out. And after we do the Real Housewives, we'll be on Theodicy 2.0. I want to say around between 11 and 11:30. So definitely come check us out. You sub to you first, lady. Just sub to you.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. Could you do me a favor too? Could you end it off with that rendition of "I Sing Because I'm Happy"? I need y'all to get the feel. I need y'all to feel it real quick. Could you end me off with that? Health is wealth. Yes, I got your
It,
back. You are so
yes,
right, and that is what we are here to promote.
that's
So,
it.
First Lady, could you
And
end
it's
me off
Wellness
with that
Wednesday.
rendition?
That's
Excuse
right.
me.
Hmm?
Could you end me off with that rendition of
I
I?
sing because I'm happy, and I sing because my mind is free. Is I is on all you little sparrows, and I know he's watching over you and me. Make sure y'all come through and check us out. The Odyssey Podcast. First Lady presents Auntie's House. I will break Auntie's house down for you. Thank you, G Dubs. Make sure y'all come and check us out. Please do. Bigo TV, Real Housewives. Salute. Thank you. Rob Money, brother. We on our way out, bro. What's goody? Salute to you,
Rob
King.
Money. Rob, if you ain't subscribed to Theodicy 2.0, don't miss it. I'll be over there 11:30.
Yeah, definitely come through 11:30. We be back for Theodicy
And
2.0.
download Bigo TV, y'all, because when I tell you the Real Housewives of Bigo is lit, and y'all definitely need to be there for Ladies' Night Thursday night. If you like us and we like to chill and hang out and have a good time safely, then you already know where you need to be at Ladies' Night.
Right.
Guys,
Rob,
like,
you missed a lot, but sign up. We was talking about this food, bro. We was talking about little baby girl in Coney Island. We was talking about that Illinois law. We talked about a couple of things, but we'll definitely recap it at 11 if you still up. You on Eastern Standard Time. You gonna be up. Come through, come back through about 11:30. We'll be back on here to everybody that's here. My bro, did you hear Unc just said he got some real bad news. That's why he came off. So I don't know what happened. I'll check in with him when we hang up.
right. So, with that being said, guys, this is the Odyssey podcast with Word Justice. And like I said, thank you all. And you guys have a blessed night until later on tonight. And I appreciate you all for all your support and all your love that I feel. And I will definitely be back. Thank you, First Lady. You already know what time it is. We're about to prepare for the next thing. So, with that being said, guys, the newcomers, you already know you're in
Peace,
for a treat.
love, and light.
Woo, that's
G
it. And that's
Dubs.
how I'm going to end it off right there. Peace, love, and light. The Odyssey Podcast. Peace, y'all.
First Lady. Peace.